Hello, welcome back to Alex's Fly Tying. Today we're going to be tying a silver pennel, or if you want, you can call it a black pennel with a silver body. And basically, all it is if you think of a black pennel with a silver body. Now, I don't have one tied up right now, so won't be able to show you. But it is a very successful fly, for sure. The black pennel is one of the most successful flies I think I know, and I think worldwide as well. And so I thought to myself, it's early in the season, the fish aren't really rising, it's cold, so why not try a silver body? And so I did. All I done was a black pennel with a silver body, just a silver tinsel body, and I'll tell you something, it worked very well. I had lots of fish on it. I mean, I came back one day and the whole fly was ripped, ripped to pieces really. Like there was nothing really left of it. The trout enjoyed it that much. But yeah. Um, so yeah, that's what I'll be tying today anyway. Uh, Again, all it is black pennel with silver body. But I'm just gonna do a little tutorial on it anyway. So basically, sizes for it is again like a black pennel. 10s, 12s, and 14s. I'm tying today on the size 10. And thread, again, as usual, is just uni wine in 8/0. So just start thread just behind the eye of the hook. And start taking it down the shank of the hook. Now, if you saw my video on my black pennel, uh, you could probably watch that as well if you wanted to. But as I said, I'm just gonna make another video on it, doing the silver pennel. I came back one day fishing and I said to myself, well, the butcher works so well early in the season and the black pennel does, why not try a silver body on a black pennel? So anyway, first material to tie in is golden pheasant, the tippets. That's just the first material to tie in. And get a small enough feather. Depending on the size of the hook you're using. So get a couple of fibers, I'd say about 8 fibers. About 8 fibers will be enough. 6 or 8 fibers. Get them all nice and straightened out in line. So once they're lined, you can just pull it off. Then you tie in. Depending on the size of the hook. For me, size 10, I like to have the black bars just where the bend of the hook starts. So pull it in a bit more. It's just about there. Now, second material to tie in. Again, you want just you can either leave it now and then cut all the materials at the same time, or what you can do is just cut this now. I'll leave it now until I tie in all the materials and cut them all together. Then your ribbon is a red copper wire. That's what I like to use for my ribbon for this fly. It's just a bit of red copper wire, that's all it is. And then your body material is silver tinsel. Now this is just silver Christmas tinsel. So just get one little strand there. And all you do is, just like a butcher, one loose enough turn and just get it to length. Once you got that done, you can just tie down the rest of it. So once you got the body tied in, the silver tinsel, you can just start taking your thread down along all the materials and just tie all the materials nice and tie them down nice and secure. So that's then we can cut it there, and you just want to cut it just behind the eye, just there. Now then you can start taking your body up. Now with all other body floss bodies or tinsel bodies, you want a nice flat nice flat hook shank. You want all the materials tied down and them to all be even. You don't want any lumps or bumps in it. Otherwise, the body material, the tinsel will be a bit bumpy, and it won't look the best. So nice tight turns. Just pull the tinsel nice and tight as you're tightening it, or as you're bringing up the body. Then get your thread, cross over. You can pull your tinsel if it's strong tinsel, nice and tight. Snip off the tinsel and hold it down just like that. Now, next material to bring up is, as usual, just a ribbing. So you just bring your red wire ribbing up, red copper wire. About 4 or 5 turns works well. Once you got the turns tied down, or once you got the turns done, you can tie it down with your ribbon or with your thread. Just tie down the ribbon with your thread. And that's that done. Now the only thing left to do then, just like the black Pennell, is see that there is just your hackle. Now, just all I'm using now is a Chinese cock cape. So that's all the body. That's all the front hackle is. And get a nice little feather. Measure it out there. That looks good. So once you get your feather, there, you can just pull off the fluff and just tie it down there, nice tight turns. Snip off the other end, the tag of the feather, and what you can do as well is just take 2 or 3 turns just at the back there, just to get it sitting nice and straight. Get your hackle pliers and just start taking a couple of turns. I like to do about 4 or 5 turns of the hackle. So just tie down your material. Just to tie down the feather once you got it all wrapped around. And once you got that done, you can tie down the feather. Make a nice little head. Get the end of the feather and grab hold and snip off. Yep. So see how that's looking. That's nice there. Pull back all your feather fibers. Tie down nice and tight. Make a nice neat head. Once you got your head done, you can just 2 half hitches. So 1, 2, 2 turn half hitches, and you can do 1, 2 turn and finish, and that just keeps it nice and secure. once you've done that, only thing left to do is pull back all the fibers. And you can just snip off any fibers that are just excess. So any excess fibers you can just snip off there. Pull back all the fibers. You can pull all the fibers out of any got caught. And gently stroke them back. Fold the fibers back. That's the silver Pennell done. So I'll just get the black Pennell here for comparison. So here's one of my black Pennells. There's just a black Pennell, and you have the silver Pennell just there then. So again, as I said, all it is just a silver body. You can do silver ribbing if you want, but to match the silver body. But I find the red acts as like a little hot spot for the fish. So I like to use red ribbon, but you can use silver if you want. That's the fly done, and just then, small bit of varnish, just a dab of varnish on the head, just to harden it up. That's just a bit of any art, just the usual #1 head cement. You can just get a feather quill, dip it in to and just put a bit of varnish onto the head. And you can do 2 coats on that then, and you get a nice secure head. And that's the silver Pennell finished. I don't think it's really a popular fly, as I said, or like it's not a known fly. As I said, I just came back one day when I was fishing, and I said to myself, well, why not try? I mean, silver works very well in early in the season, so I said to myself, black Pennell is a very good fly, and silver is a very good fly early in the season. So why not put the two of them together? And so I did, and I came out with the silver Pennell. A very successful fly for brown trout. I don't see why salmon or sea trout wouldn't take it. And fish on rivers and lakes on many different sizes. But that's the silver Pennell, and thank you for watching.